Leo Haggerty, Amped Up Sports. It's Wednesday, January 15th. Time for my Bolts of Lightning column. Tampa Bay finished this segment of 1 home and 3 road contests at 2-1-1, garnering 5 out of a possible 8 points. Here's how the Bolts were able to accomplish that feat. Game 40, the Lightning 4, the Bruins 1. Tampa Bay scored 2 late goals to break open a close game and defeat Boston Thursday at Amalie Arena. The Bolts improved to 22-15-2. That totals 46 points. The Bruins slipped to 20-19-5 for 45 points. After a scoreless opening 20 minutes of play, the Lightning scored first at 14:07 of the middle period. Forward Anthony Cirelli recorded a shorthanded goal with forward Brandon Hagel and defenseman Ryan McDonough credited with the assists. Tampa Bay scored again in the second period at 19:10. This time it was forward Mikey Esamont lighting the lamp with forward Nick Paul and McDonough garnering the helpers, giving the Bolts a 2-0 advantage at the second intermission. Boston cut the lead to 2-1 at 2:05 in the final period, but that's the closest the Bruins would get. Tampa Bay made it 3-1 with Hagel depositing the puck into an empty net at 18:25 with forward Nikita Kucherov and defenseman Eric Chernak getting credit for the assist. The Lightning finished the scoring with a power play marker at 19:24. Forward Braden Point pushed the puck across the line with Kucherov and defenseman Victor Hedman providing the assist to make the final arithmetic 4-1 in favor of the Bolts. Goalie Andrei Vasilevsky saved 27 of 28 shots to record the victory. Let's go to game 41. The Devils 3, the Lightning 2 in overtime. Tampa Bay lost a heartbreaker to New Jersey Saturday at the Prudential Center in Newark 3-2 in overtime. The Devils advanced to 26-15-4 for 56 points. The Bolts with the overtime loss moved to 22-15-3, and that adds up to 47 points. Both teams scored in the opening period, with New Jersey getting on the board first at 8:10. The Lightning evened the score at 9:57, with Hedman getting the goal with Paul credited with the only assist. The Devils took a 2-1 lead at 15:16 in the middle period. The Bolts tied the encounter at 2-2 at 8:05 in the final period, with Kucherov sliding the puck across the line, with Hagel and McDonough getting the helpers to send the contest to bonus hockey. New Jersey notched the game winner on a power play at 3:19. The Big Cat took the overtime loss but salvaged the point, stopping 23 of 26 shots. Let's go to game 42. The Lightning 5, the Penguins 2. Tampa Bay broke open a close game with 3 late markers to defeat Pittsburgh 5-2 at PPG Paints Arena on Sunday. The Bolts advanced to 23-15-3, and that totals up to 49 points. The Penguins fell to 18-19-8, and that's 44 points. The Pens had the only score in the first 20 minutes at 14-20. The Lightning evened the count in the second period at 6:54. Hagel recorded the goal with Cirelli and defenseman Emil Lilleberg getting the helpers. Tampa Bay took the lead at 16:04 with Kucherov denting the scoreboard, with Hedman and forward Jake Gensel posting the assist. The Bolts took a precarious 2-1 lead into the locker room after 40 minutes of play. Pittsburgh got the equalizer quickly at 2:17, but the Lightning exploded for 3 late markers. The first coming at 16:57 with Kucherov with an unassisted goal. The last 2 were both of the empty net variety, with Cirelli getting the first at 18:48, with Kucherov and Hagel providing the assists. Less than a minute later, at 19:39, Paul slid one in the empty net, with Gensel and McDonough assisting, making the final count 5-2 in favor of the Bolts. Goalie Jonas Johansson recorded the win, turning away 31 of 33 shots. Finally, game 43, the Bruins 6, the Lightning 2. Tampa Bay dug too deep a hole early and couldn't climb out, losing to Boston 6-2 Tuesday at the TD Garden. The Bruins advanced to 22-19-5, and that equates to 49 points. The Bolts fell to 23-16-3, also for 49 points. The Beantown Gang took a quick 2-0 lead early in the first period with goals at 4:24 and 9:31. The hometown team quickly extended their advantage in the middle stanza to 4-zip, lighting the lamp at 1:13 and 6:05. Tampa Bay finally did at the scoreboard at 8:50, with forward Connor Geeky putting the biscuit in the basket with Hedman and defenseman Darren Radish recording the helpers. The Lightning cut the lead in half with just 18 ticks left in the before the second intermission. Hedman was credited with the goal, and Kucherov and Paul providing the assists. The Bolts were forced to pull the goalie late in the final period when the blue and black were on a power play, but Boston quickly found the back of the net for a pair of shorthanded empty net markers at 6:30 and 16:58 to make the final arithmetic 6-2 in favor of the Bruins. Number 86 absorbed the loss, turning away 18 of 22 shots on goal. Here's my analysis. Point 1, Kucherov is now up to 63 points on 20 goals and 43 assists. That's good enough for the third most in the NHL. Hedman has now recorded 599 assists and needs one more to be the first Lightning player to record 600 career assists. And finally, Tampa Bay fired a season-high 45 shots on goal at Boston, with 20 occurring in the second period. Leo Haggerty, Amped Up Sports. That's what happened on the ice last week. Catch what happens with the Lightning this week, next Wednesday, with my next review. Book it, Dano.